Oh, hello, everyone. I don't know if you could hear me talking. It didn't show where I was live. It wasn't recording I was live. So I had to shut it down and start all over. I know no one's here, but hopefully you guys will come over now. This is just another way I'm going to say is things going on. I want to apologize for being late. My grandson had a ball game and I watched him for the first 4 innings and then got home as quick as I could. I had shared with a few people that I was going to be a little late tonight. So hopefully some of you will start coming back. There was 40 some people on the other show. I had to shut it down because like I said, it was showing me on the screen, but it wasn't doing anything else. So as I'm waiting for everybody to come on, hi, Janet. How you doing? Hopefully people will start coming back. Janet, I'm going to go ahead and say the pledge and do the music so when people come on, we can get into the show. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All the things were gone. I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, where the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, oh, from sea to shining sea. From Detroit down to Houston, and New York to LA, where there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say, oh, and I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I'd rather stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. God bless this country. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the
Yes, God bless the USA. I'm proud to be an American. And I want to thank everybody for showing up here tonight. As I was talking to Janet before I said the pledge and played the song, I'm running late. My grandson had a ball game. I watched a little bit of it. But, you know, guys, there's so much going on. So much going on in our lives right now. Some of it good. I'm hoping that they're saying behind the scenes a lot of things are good, but we're just not getting it. But the one thing I have to admit that I'm very, very disappointed in, and I think I'm speaking for probably everybody here, we were told the last 2 nights a certain man was going to speak on Newsmax. Last night it was reported to us by Bruce on the big call that he would be speaking, and he didn't. And for a man that's in an election year, if it gets to that point, if we get to a 2024 election, the people that he's already got on his side, is it really wise to constantly keep lying to them? Now, there's been some things happening that Bruce announced last night. One of the things over the weekend, that there was an attempt on a certain person's well-being over the weekend by a phony person who protects them. But other guys who actually were them realized it was bad, and they subdued this man without any incident. But then again, what's really, really upsetting to me, now here's a man that is possibly the most important man in the world right now. And it was an attempt on, his well-being. And nobody from mainstream media covered it. Nobody. So today I was doing a little research, preparing a little bit for the show. I didn't get to do as much as I normally do because I had the little monkey today, and my days with her are dwindling as it's getting closer and closer to the fact that they've only got 2 days left of school this week, and then the kids are out next week at the end of Tuesday. Tuesday is their last day. So that being said, I kind of tried to do a lot with her today. But as I was reading this, it was the green light has been given by the hat to take mainstream media news down. I have seen nothing happen. I mean, I don't know if any of you is here. Sharon and Jeffrey and Ann, Cindy and John. John's good to see you here. I don't know if anybody here watching the show tonight has I don't know what I was going to say. I'm really having a bad time with this right now, guys. I have no idea what I was going to say. That's about 10 times today I've been in the middle of talking, and I totally forgot. But I do want to ask how many people here was on the first show that I started on. I got here to Ron's. I had to let my little dog out before doing the show, so I took my tablet, took my phone, got the music ready on my phone, got the show ready on my tablet, and for some reason it wouldn't allow me to go live. Now, I've been live because I could see you guys was all coming on chatting, but it never said I was live, and it wasn't recording and counting the minutes. So there's just so much, the mainstream has to go down, and that. And I was talking as I was getting my play-by-play last night from Mary Ann. I was talking to her about how are they going to do it? When are the masks going to come off? When the masks come off, what's going to happen? How are they going to explain this? And boy, the more and more we talked, the more and more questions that came out with between me and her. And it was like, you could ask a question and I can try to give you an answer. She can ask a question and, we can just keep going back and forth, but how are they going to do it? There's reports, someone who was wanting to be number 45. There's reports that this woman has not been with us since 19. There's reports the same thing, that the man who might be, they say is, the same thing. So how are you going to explain to people like us, patriots, with our eyes open, with these magical, amazing beds, how many people have died in the last 4 or 5 years? If it's a show, don't you think it's time to end the show and save some of these? I know as I talk to you right now, my family is more so my sister's family, who lost her husband because we didn't get these magical, amazing beds. She lost him to something that could have been cured. And now just yesterday, she lost his last remaining brother. So all of the Thomas boys are gone now. Animals are going, I know, for a fact. And people are going. And how are you going to explain to someone who's lost a loved one that these were ready for the last how many years? But we were too busy playing games. We was having too much fun making them suffer the way they've made us suffer for all these years. How are they going to explain to them? How are they going to explain that this actor was playing a sleepy guy? How are they going to explain that this lady was playing maybe the Wicked Witch of the West? Is all I can say. You know, and I'm having to walk a tight line here because I have to keep everything discreet, but in a way that you guys will understand. Ralph, did I get my return message about? No, I did not, Richard. I did not get that. I haven't been getting any emails on my one account for quite a while, but if you want to try to send it again, I'd appreciate it. Yes, they are, David. They are. And they will all be paid in full, and they are unlawful. And I mean, I really wish I could find it, because I really found something one day that explained every step by step of the banking system. And I really would have loved to taken that and sent it to Mary Ann, been able to send it to her, because she worked in the banking industry for years. And, but there's so much going to change. You know, I want to talk a little bit about the kids and then start the show, and it won't be real long tonight. I have not heard any reports that the Hat is supposed to be speaking tonight. The only thing I heard today about him was he is safe. He is in great spirits. He is safe, but I heard that he will be doing a rally. I don't know when it is. I'm assuming this weekend. And in the message that I heard it from, it said the Hat in his next rally will be talking more than to becoming the next president of the United States. He will be disclosing a lot of things. That's what he was supposed to be doing the last 2 nights. I've also heard reports that he is very, very upset with mainstream media at the fact that what they're getting away with and what's going on. So that being said, you know, hopefully some things are going to get done. Bruce keeps mentioning Thursday. And like I said, let me talk about the kids, then we'll talk a little bit about Bruce, a little bit that I got out of it. Then I'll read Bruce, I'll read Judy, and we'll call it an evening. But for me to come on late, have a screw up when I come on, have to shut that one down and start a new one, having over 100 people here really, really puts a smile on my face. I'm doing good. I've had a couple of down spirited days. There's a lot going on in my life that I'm not sharing with people. Ron, my son, and a couple other people. But other than that, I don't need to bring my misfortunes and things to the group. I'm trying to build spirits up, not shoot them down. That being said, Super Jimmy, Patriot 6 yesterday was listening to a video. I've listened to a little bit. I will get through it tonight because I don't babysit tomorrow. It's about the beds. As he was listening to it, I was preparing supper last night for us, and I was doing some things. But he had it playing loud enough that I was hearing it. And a lot of the things I was hearing was very positive, very great. So I just wanted to share that with you, that there's really not a day go by that me and Patriot 6 are not looking for things about these beds. When I go to the Redemption Center and Ron goes with me, we're going to be in a situation where we are going to be really showing how much we want to promote and help the further technology of these amazing things. See, because it all comes down to maybe getting kids that need the beds healthy, but getting kids on these beds that they can find out in advance. They probably, if I could have got on one of these beds when I was 2 years old, they probably would have seen that I was going to have polio when I was 3, and I'd have never had to go through that. Pneumonia, things like that. But as I was talking to someone the other day, there's still going to be things I think people's going to not feel good. So we're going to need centers all over. I want to get it to where everybody goes in it. Once everybody's been on it, when everybody's feeling better and doing good, then have them go in for a 3-month or 6-month checkup, whichever they feel comfortable with. But don't do what I did a while back. Don't cancel appointments. Don't do this. Don't do that. If you have an appointment at a center, go into that center. Go into that center and get checked out. It'll be a piece of cake. They'll just put you on bed 1, and they'll look and they'll say, well, everything's good. Boom, you're good to go. As an adult driving, I kind of relay this to taking care of your vehicle. Your vehicle should be taken care of. It should be treated like something great, because without it, you can't get where you want to go. You can't do what you want to do. You have the oil changed. You make sure there's gas in it. You check the other fluids. You make sure it's running good. And if it's not, you get it fixed. You take it to the car doctor. So what's it going to hurt? Even if you feel great, go in and get checked out. It's not like it's going to cost you anything. It's going to be free. And I think that's what happens with a lot of people today. They don't go to the doctor because even if their insurance, even as senior citizens, even if your insurance covers it, there's so many that has like a $50 just to get it. How? You want to talk about ripping people off? You go into the doctor. He examines you. He's going to charge you for just coming in and seeing him. But he's going to also charge you a thing just to get in the door. They're charging on charging. And then when they prescribe, they got to deal with the medicine companies where they're getting cutbacks there too. I really wish, and I hope and pray, and I think this is what we're going to, because when you go to these centers, people ain't going to be worrying about the money. They're going to be taken care of money-wise. They're going to care about making sure that we're healthy.
The Cindy sent.
The one you watched last night?
No, the on the med beds.
Yeah.
That lady was explaining all the stuff that's coming.
Okay, Ron was just telling me that Cindy had sent him one about the beds too. And the lady that was talking about it was explaining about all the things that's coming. I haven't watched that one. I'll have him, if I don't have it, I'll have him send it to me, and I'll watch that one and I'll talk more about it Friday night. But Jimmy, I just want to get you rest assured that everything is going to be good for you, for Mom, for all of your loved ones. And we're just about ready. I really believe we're about ready, young man. Patriot 11, our little cowboy. Oh, can't wait for you to teach me how to ride. Really ride, and then we can go for horseback rides. Every now and I turn over to the show on TV, Heartland, just so I can watch them ride the horses. That plus the fact I think I got a crush on Amy. I've been watching her so long. I've watched her grow up from a little 13, 14-year-old girl to now she's, in real life, she's got to be in her upper 30s, maybe pushing 40, and she's still an amazing looking girl. Now, there's some people that play on that show that I'm not fond of, but, one of them they got rid of. Another one they wish they'd get rid of. But you watch TV for just something to do, for entertainment, because it's there. I'm not big on getting on computers, tablets. My phones, I do it for research and things like that. Make phone calls, but just get ready, 11. Patriot Wyatt or Patriot Karate Kid. I know your mom's back on. I've seen her making some posts. Tell her I said hi. Keep doing what you're doing and keep doing it the best of your ability. Patriot Princess, our queen. It's funny because in Monday night's show, I said, I haven't seen a picture of you in a while. And all of a sudden, Grandma Jana, she posted some pictures of you in your ball uniform. And my goodness, you were smiling. And if that's not $1 billion, not $1 million, your smile is $1 billion smile. You are such a beautiful young lady. Patriot Hunter, I think she had one of yours, or I was looking at one of yours. You're a very handsome man. You're gonna tease a lot of girls. Are gonna want to go out with you. This is just Patriot 5 telling you. I believe it'll happen. You're a good kid. You have a tremendous grandmother. Patriot Boogaloo and Boogaroo, as I was saying, I seen John on here, and a lot of times people come on and I don't see them because it's black with white print over on the sideline. I see Mike Davis is here and Cindy. Curly's here. Curly, I haven't seen you. I know you've been on, but I just haven't seen you. David's here. I have no idea. Something, I can't read it. Whoever just posted hi from Oklahoma, I'm saying hi back to you, but I can't read your name. Troy is here. Hi, Ann from, can't tell you who. Anyway, I'm doing the best I can. Russ is here. Hey, Russ, good name, my brother. I got a brother named Russ. He just turned 77 years young yesterday. Boogaloo and Boogaroo with Grandpa John. You're really blessed to have him. And as I was talking to Jimmy, get ready because there's a lot of exciting things coming out about these beds. So just know that we love you and we're here for you and we're going to do everything. Richard's here. Pamela. So, let's see. I know I missed somebody. Little Leona. As I was talking about Little Leona and little Leilana, Patriots. Leilana is a little girl that I told you about Monday night that was born 1.4 pounds, and she finally got to go home. She's named after my Aunt Lonnie. Little Leona is named after my mother, who was the third and fourth daughters of my grandparents, Ralph and May Brand. When it comes to kids, you know, I think I have more love for kids and animals than I do sometimes family members, you know, because I just want to help. I just want to help kids so much and help the animals so much and I'll get to my grandkids now. Patriot Super Gymnast. I was over tonight with them and I just stayed over there after watching the baby, little monkey. Stayed over there and then I went to Liam's game, Patriot 7, and he had two very nice hits and they had him playing out in left field. And at the age, the team he was playing, and I felt sorry for these young kids because I watched 4 full innings. And the best any batter on that team did in 4 innings was foul tip 1 or 2 balls. They never hit 1 ball in play in 4 innings. And they don't want to be playing. They don't want to be there, but sometimes. Hey, Myrna, good to see you here. How you doing? Did you get my message? I sent you a long message on Mother's Day. Yeah. But just for all the kids, you know, we love yous. And, you know, Patriot 7 had 2 nice hits tonight. He's playing out where the dandelions grow. But he's got his pizzazz. He's got his zip. He's got his macho back. Me and him went on a field trip last Friday, which I mentioned to you. Friday night and Monday again. And on the field trip going up there, we rode together and sat in the same bus seat. And, you know, it's been a long time since I've been on a school bus. And Ralph, don't forget to take care of yourself. I'm taking very good care of myself. If you don't believe me, ask Linda. She checks on me every day. She sends me messages to make sure I'm taking my medicine, make sure I'm elevating my feet, and make sure that I am doing my walks. And she's astounded by how many steps a day I'm telling her I'm taking. Over 18,000 yesterday. But I want to thank you for for telling me to make sure I take care of myself. And I want to say that for everybody here. Everybody here, make sure you take care of yourself, because it's not just myself, it's not just Ron that we're going to have a lot to do. We're going to, all of us have a lot to do. And a lot of us are going to be doing a lot of these things together. Now, I'm not going to go in because I was late tonight.
In 3 days a week.
What?
And I wanna
As
go
me and Ron
golfing.
said, he wants to go golfing 3 days a week. I really thought he would have wanted to go more than that, but I guess, getting at our age, we don't go as much as we used to. But no, we're going to be doing a lot of things together. But guys, when we're doing these projects, one thing I want you to look at, because I don't know if Cindy's on, I don't know if Savior's on, people who's has contacted me and want to work together. And even if you don't have anything, don't worry, come work with us. But when I say work, I do not mean work for us. I mean creating jobs and overseeing the people that we create the jobs for. One of the things that they're big about on the deal is the how many jobs will it create?
They can move to Buckingham.
Yeah, we moved to Buckingham. We're putting a lot of new homes in. So anyway, getting back to my grandkids, as I was sitting there with Liam, Patriot7, we got talking, and I said, man, you're really hitting good now. I said, what was your change? And he looked at me and said, I started listening to you and not everybody else. He said, Papa, when I was going up to bat, I had Mom, I had Mimi, that's his grandmother, I had my dad, I had 3 coaches telling me what to do, and everybody was telling me something different. Then after I was going through a bad slump, you looked at me one night. I happened to look back, and you looked at me and said, be you, be what I've taught you. Hit the ball like you're supposed to. Act like you're mad at it and make it hurt. Make that ball hurt. Since I've done that, the kid has 12 straight hits. I'm not taking the credit. He listened, but he stopped listening to other coaches. He literally in one game turned around and looked at everybody and said, can you let me just bat, please? Everybody is telling me something different. And that's wrong. That's wrong. That's why I took so much into coaching, because I thought I brought a lot to the kids, because I taught them. Ron always coached with me, and we taught these kids how to play ball, how to enjoy playing ball, and how to be good teammates. If someone makes a mistake and you're on their team, you don't get on them. You tell them, hey, it's okay. We're going to cover your back. Everything's going to be all right. Well, it must have been because we coached for several years, different leagues, different teams, and we never had one team that we didn't finish first place. And the first place didn't matter. It was teaching the kids, so they moved on. And I still have kids. Well, they're grown up and have kids of their own now. And I actually had a gentleman the other night look at me and said, have you thought about coming back coaching? I would love for you to coach my kids. And he was the coach of his kid now. He said, because you'll teach them what they need to be taught. It's all about teaching. And that's where we're going to change, guys, when we go to this new world. Kids are going to get taught things. If a kid this age that my grandson is going to play ball, they're going to have people out there that want to be out there, not people out there that they're out there because the mom wants to make sure their kid gets to play. So the dad's the coach, and the kid don't even want to play. Anyway, Patriot Small Hank, I went to his game last night, and he had one of those, didn't want to be there. I had a talk with him, and I think he understands what baseball means to me now. I didn't yell at him. I didn't scream at him. I don't do that to my grandkids. But I think I'm ready to go. But he's like Karate Kid. He's more into karate, martial arts and that than he is baseball. So I said to his dad, let him do that. I was into baseball. I'd love to see all my grandkids follow me the love I had for baseball, but I don't think it's possible. The love that I had, the love that Ron had for the game, I don't think it's possible for kids nowadays. They just don't have it. There's too many computers, tablets, cell phones, TVs. They got other things to keep their time going. And then Patriot Kira, she run me all over that ballpark last night. They let her run, and I'd say, let her go, and I'll go get her. And I did. And it was a good time and all that. But, for the kids, we love you. Just be good. Be good to your grandparents, be good to your parents, and let it be known that they love you. So that'll end the kids session. Now, Bruce last night was very informative, and more so for me than a lot of other people. Um, and I say more so for me than a lot of other people because
You have a good time listening to it with Marianne.
Marianne gives me play by play. But when Bob's talking, when Sue's talking, I mean, that isn't something that Marianne and myself are into. We don't we don't follow that part, mainly because our beliefs is not the same as theirs. So with that being said, we had a good time, and Bruce come on, and he was the one that announced the fact that the hat was supposed to be on last night on Newsmax, which he wasn't. But when he finally came on after the two spoke, he said, "Well, it looks like he's not coming on. I hope to get an official announcement, but I don't know if I will." Bruce seems to have a lot of really good contacts. And you know the thing I like about Bruce? He's never negative. He's never cutting people down. If he's told something and his sources are not right, if they don't come true, he doesn't cut people down. He just moves on and he goes from there. You know, and I know I try to stay that way. I had a night here a while back, or last Friday, I believe it was. It. No matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't get my spirits. And that's unusual for me. I should have ended the show way early, but I didn't. I did end it early, but not like I should have. But Bruce also said, you know, he told us about the hat, or the gentleman who there was that attempt after him, and it was faltered. And I think what I get the most out of that is we knew that that was going to happen. We knew it, but you never heard it on any mainstream media news. Now, I run my TV when my son does. We run it through like the computer type. We stream. So I get a lot of channels streaming. I get a lot of news channels. And some nights when I go home after I leave Ron's, I'll take like a half an hour and I'll turn from newscast to newscast to newscast. You would not believe the way these people talk. You would not believe the way they talk about the hat, the things that they say. There's been no president in the history of the world in any country that has ever been maligned the way this man has. Nowhere, anywhere has any former president ever been maligned the way he is. And you know, this lady that was going after him a little while ago, they showed her home with people in it, and they showed these things on the walls behind him, you know, these things that are bad. Another picture I seen the other day, just today, was Jerry Seinfeld. And you know, back when another group was with us, they quit us, I used to have a tendency, I would go like this. It's just something I've always did. I did not know that was a satanic gesture. I didn't know. I've worked very hard. I don't do it hardly at all anymore, but every now. But there's other gestures like that. And I was talking to Ron just the other day, and I said to her, I said, Ron, the guy that played on Seinfeld, I said, what do you think of him? Good, bad, or indifferent? He said, you know, I like that show, so I hope he's good. But then today I seen a picture, and I don't know if it was on Patriot, you know, my Telegram page, or if it was on another Telegram page I follow, but it had 5 pictures of Jerry Seinfeld, you know, the guy that played that. They had 5 pictures of him doing satanic rituals. So I'm kind of figuring that, you know, he is what he is. But going back to the news people, because, see, guys, I think this is important for you to hear. Is it what you want to hear? Maybe not. But I think it's important that you hear it because, see, my feelings is when I go to one news station to another and another and another, I tell you, by the time I say, okay, I'm going to go over and watch whatever I'm going to watch on TV, I'm going to go over and watch that now. I got to get away from this crap because it's literally turning my stomach inside out. And I think, and I listened to a lady speak the other night Very, very pretty lady. To be honest with you, this lady was so pretty that I know why she got her job. She got her job because of her looks. Because, as my mom used to say, she wouldn't know her rear end from a hole in the ground. And I see this in many women and many men, the way they say things, the way they cut this man down, the things they say about this man. And I'm thinking, all I think is, boy, you're going to have a one-way sell to GITMO. GITMO. GI. It's almost like that song Bingo was his name, but it's a different place. And it's a seat you don't want. It's a place you don't want to go. But I can truthfully see a lot of these. I remember my... Yeah, Richard. Okay. I believe we're in sight. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Because stop and think about it. We're trying to do something. And when I seen that from him, but I'd been thinking about that myself. When I seen that, I got thinking, we're in the month of May. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. It usually means stress, help, whatever. But I was looking somewhere, and one time I seen someone say Mayday is also the signal that it's over. And in essence, it could be that way. So I'm literally looking, and today is the 15th. Tomorrow at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, when the clock hits that, we will be exactly one halfway through this month of May. So I want to stress something here, that people who have talked about the calendars, which is something I don't get too much involved with, because I've talked to Marianne. How are you going to announce them? How are you going to tell somebody who has a birthday on the 30th, the 31st, the 28th, or the 29th that they no longer have birthdays? Is it going to matter? Because people are just going to say, hey, once they accept where we're at, are they going to... I say, I don't know.
Birthdays don't matter after you go on the med.
But, well, that's what I was talking. Ron just said they don't matter after you go on them beds. So I don't know what's going on. I just know that we are close. I really believe that. So I'm going to look up Bruce. I'm going to read Bruce, and then I'm going to read a couple other short things I have. Then I'll go into Judy, and I'll let you guys go do what you need to do. Ron sent me this. It says this is good, but very short. I'll read it. It is good, and it's very short. So this is on Telegram. Something big is about to drop. New world. Okay, it says something big is about to, and that's one line. The next line is drop. The next line is new world. The next line is our return to nature. The next line is back to sea. The next line is from sea to shining sea. And I'm proud to be an American. Okay. I thought there was something else on this page, but I'm thinking maybe it's the next one that I read. Switching back and forth takes a little bit of time. This one he said is interesting. This is the one I've talked to you about. It's like a scary person type deal. Something you would see on Halloween with a green hat with the letter between P and R on it. It's not really a hat. It's one of those, funky things. President the Hat will make massive revelations at his next rally on all three conservative television networks. President the Hat already gave the green light for global military alliance on the move, global alliance to take on fake news in the main media and make mass arrest. We've been silenced far too long. Let's go to another day, not knowing what in the world is going on. Evergreen, forever. Gone, but it's spelt with a D and ends with a D. There might be an E and an A in between it. HRC arrested. Military tribunal. And a word that begins with an EX. And the easiest way I can say that is gone. That might, here's the pictures of Jerry Seinfeld. If you go on Telegram to this channel Q, then it's STORM 1776. You can see it. Says he is displaying symbolisms, and there's 6 different ones. Prosecutor Fannie Willis, who was involved in the Hat misconduct hearing. If you look in the back, you see several Masonic symbols. It says here the sun is actually white and not yellow. The sun is actually cold and not hot. I have no idea what they're saying there, because how did we stay? What kept us warm all our lives? Okay, that's it for that. Let me go back and find what Bruce has to say. And I think Bruce is down a ways. Nope, up. That's right. He would have been last night, right, Ron? Bruce.
Yeah, last night.
Bruce Intel reading.
We did Bruce already.
I didn't do Bruce. I talked a little bit about him. I haven't read him. No, that's... Maybe I won't read Bruce. I'm having a hard time. Maybe this is him. This is true. Bruce Intel reading.
Yeah, go down. Yeah.
Well, you got Bruce Intel reading, then you got the video, then you got the Q Storm. Okay, I don't have Bruce. That's all right. We'll find Judy. There'll be stuff on Judy that we'll be able to read that Bruce said. She usually covers it, so we'll just finish it that way. Judy Bidington, compiled Wednesday, 15th May, 12:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time by Judy Bidington, author of 22, personalities. EBS alert: the U.S. military is stationed in around 300 to 360 cities, bracing for the shockwave of the BB brothers' announcements, which revolves around the return of the Hat and the impeachment of the sleepy man. We are on a mission from God. Restore America once and for all. The time is now. The Hat on Telegram, Tuesday, 14th May, 2024. President the Hat, champion of free world. President Hat embodies not only the defender of America, but also the champion of the united free world. He represents to you to his importance resonant in his contributions to humanity, akin to Abraham Lincoln's action in 1863, where he played a pivotal role in eradicating one of history's darkest blights, slavery. President the Hat is dismantling are invisible restraints, be they debts to bank or the machine nations hidden powers. He thrives to quell global conflicts and foster reconciliation among nations, liberating us from the grip of clandestine forces and granting us a gift of liberty. That come from Junior U.S. VP. Judy note, alphabet while the letter 17 is considered the greatest operation in the history of the world. The same letter movement supports the global currency reset and is behind forming and running the global military alliance. Right now, the global military is arresting and bringing to justice over 500,000 Illuminati, deep state cabal globalists. That globalist New World Order Agenda 2030 designed to completely control the people by depopulating the world, creating bioweapons, redacting and food storages, plus implementing a fiat digital banking system that controlled what, how, and where you spend your money. Tuesday, 14th May 2024 already started. Boom, week ahead. Tuesday, 14th May, we are warriors doing battle. Monday, 13th May 2024, awakening. 17 cities, one event, time to be put out fires. On Friday, 10 May 2024, the World Health Organization's WHO announced that it talks to draw up global pandemic. I'm not going to read that. In early morning hours, Monday, 1 February 2021, and with the U.S. functioning under martial law, sleepy, and 464 elected government officials were said arrested and released inside the Capitol Hills area. Capitol Hill had been surrounded in 8-foot barbed wire fencing since Inauguration Day, 20 January 2021. Washington, D.C. remained guarded over 30,000 National Guard troops. Tuesday, 14th May, thank you from the letter between P and R. Missions accomplished, irregular warfare operations engaged. Thank you for your service. Where we go one, we go all. The letter between P and R. Wednesday, 8 May 2024, EAS, EBS activated. Thursday, 9 May 2024, look up, down, left, right, green sky en route. It's coming the 17th. Letter, Junior, Telegram, Thursday, May 9th. May 9th, 2024, warning, only 24 hours remaining. Turn notifications on, be ready, the 17th. Letter, Junior, on Telegram. Friday, 10th May 2024, countdown initiated. You know what? I'm not going to go through all of these because it's stuff that they're saying. Some of it may have happened, some of it didn't happen, but we never heard any of it happen. So the Black Swan event and EBS equals downfall of the illuminated Navy deep state cabal. May 14th, bombshell deep state's downfall. Tuesday, 14th May, Black Swan financial event has begun, says Juan O'Sullivan. Tuesday, 14th, 2024, EBS alert, martial law declared across hundreds of U.S. cities, 10-day blackout, GITMO secret tribunals, and the rollout of redemption centers and quantum financial cards, GAZE teller. I've been saying a lot of Tuesday, 14th May. And since I'm using that day, I want to take a moment, just by chance, and I know he won't, but someone might, and tell him, I want to wish my brother, Ron's brother also, Russ, a happy birthday. He celebrated it yesterday. I was fortunate enough to spend a few minutes with him before he went over to his daughter's house where he was going to have dinner and supper with his grandkids, his 5 daughters, and their husbands or boyfriends. The military is stationed around 300 to 360 cities. In recent, a staggering 13,000 arrests have taken place in California. Navy SEALs managed to save over 300 children, some as young as toddlers. Some cities were already under martial law, those with a significant anti-BLM presence. Okay. Tuesday, 14th, 2024 project. Odin will go together with the EAS/EBS in a military unit that supervises military forces in ground operations. ODIN means observe, detect, identify, and neutralize. During the EBS, every major media channel on the planet will broadcast for 10 days. All the channels on the planet will be taken over by the alliance. Everything will be revealed: political, institutions, famous, religious. The final 3 days will reveal suppressed whatever that life planet. I guess it's life out in a different place. Project owner and military, Big G, a monumental combination that promises to overthrow the cabal's hold on global power. Prepare for the most dramatic changes in modern history. The stage is set. The actors are all in position, and the world is about to witness a seismic shift that will reshape our course of history. Project Odin, a project shrouded in secrecy, is about to be revealed to the world. Let's see. Global currency update, the big call universe, Saturday, 11th May, the attempt of the Hat's life at his rally temporarily rescinded. The GCR light, the green light, has not been given. For all that don't know, all 3 places had given the green light. The military had given it first, but with that attempt, the military has taken theirs back, and we're now waiting for them to give the green light. Bruce, U.S. Space Force contact indicated Tier 4B U.S. Internet Group would have a window to receive notifications between tonight, Tuesday 14th, and Wednesday night, 15th May. An Iraq source said there was an in-country dinar rate over $8. The dong was just below $8. The dinar went on a CBI platform to trade, not on Forex. On Sunday, 12 May, the PM, Iraq made two of the 3 announcements that was supposed to make, when the 3rd announcement made on Monday, 13th May. Our banking accounts have been mirrored, and the QFS, those accounts were to make live on the QFS yesterday, Monday, 13th. The big N, big G, the dawn of the new world, the end of poverty, the end of debt, the beginning of a new global age. Prepare for the world where poverty, hunger, and debt are relics of the past. Replace global prosperity and the lasting peace for all. The big N joins forces with the big G in a monumental shift. The big N, a comprehensive economic platform for the United States, have united its destiny with the big G, its global counterpart. The monumentous announcement heralds a profound transformation and impact not only in the United States, but also coalition of 206 sovereign nations worldwide. The links pin of the transformation is the new financial system enshrined with the big G. The global standard monetary system, one, big G takes center stage. The international FUND IMF will declare for inception of the global gold standard. That's pretty much it, guys. Once again, I'm sorry I was late. It's late getting off. I did go longer than I anticipated. We're at almost 55 and a half minutes. I want to thank everybody. There's 134 people on now with 52 thumbs up. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. I enjoyed doing it. There was a lot of information. I didn't harper on a lot of stories. I tried to do the best I could. It was good to see some people on here that I haven't seen for a while. There's still some on here that I'm wondering if they're okay. I will be sending them a message. I see Pamela's on, John Holiday, John's on, and Richard, Susie Q. I want to ask you guys something. Patriot Dana 1111. Has anybody heard from her? Patriot Dana 111. She used to contact me a lot through email. I have not received an email for her for probably 3 weeks. She used to post a lot on my Telegram page, and she has posted nothing. I'm just wondering if anybody has heard anything. If you have, please let me know. I'll try to send her some emails and see. I'm going to send her some emails anyway, but if I knew there's something wrong, I could approach her. Dear Lord, as we come to the end of tonight's show, thank you for bringing together all of us through all the things that we went through today, the ball games and the trip home. When I got here, the computer acted up and froze us, but we all got together. We had a good turnout, and I can only hope, God, that you're going to look after us and take care of us, take care of 100% of the children each and every day, all the animals and all the people here that need it. There's so many people, Lord, that need you, and we just ask you to look after all of us as we pray to you in our Savior's, your Son's name, Jesus Christ. Amen and amen. Good night, everyone. I'll see you Friday night.